What's Miles from Blackman TV? We are now here at season 3. We're getting a whole new dimension without spoiling anything away. Tom, what are we getting out of you?
Well, that's a deep question.
Tom kicking out. I don't know. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, what do you mean by that?
Where do we see? We already know there's an opposite side of you guys, and there's going to be some battles. So what can we say that's installed for season 3 that fans are waiting to see?
From Luther's point of view?
Yes.
I think Luther, we see a much more fun side to Luther this year. We see him letting go a little bit, and we see a much softer side, that he falls in love this year. And we see who Luther would be if he got to live out his teenage years a little bit, and his lost teenage years. He never got these. So there's almost like a slightly childish element to Luther this year, and that was really fun to play. And when I saw these scripts come in from Steve Blackman, our writer, I was like, these are a gift for me, like this is the kind of stuff I love to do. So it's fun to watch him, I think, this year.
Yeah.
What about you, Robert?
Well, I suppose it's a testament to Klauss's melodrama that he needed to conquer death in order to improve his self-respect. So that's the journey he goes on. Realizes that the power that he has is not a terrible traumatic liability. It's actually the key to him finding a sense of self-respect, sense of continuing self-esteem, and ultimately peace, So I don't know where Steve Blackman is going to bring Klauss from here, because he's sort of gone to a fairly, I'm sure he can knock him off kilter in about 5 minutes, but he's gotten to a fairly peaceful place for the time being, or he sort of tries to get there as the series goes on.
Now, the show has obviously grown because we have more members. You guys have been a tight-knit family for some time, at least through 2 seasons. How does that affect, did you guys embrace the new cast members, initiate them as far as being part of this crew?
We put them through a very rigid hazing
harsh
process.
Harsh initiation.
They're all very bruised by the end.
Yeah, with a riding crop and a cattle prod. And
Genesis still has the bruises.
Yeah. It is more CGI than they've ever expected before, because that's something that people want to see. People want to see a lot more action going on. Yes. How does without giving anything away, how does Luther fit into the mix?
From a CGI perspective or an action perspective?
Yeah, from an action perspective.
Actually, this year, bar near the beginning, a lot of Luther's story is less action heavy. It's more kind of love story heavy, right? So he gets pretty involved at the beginning of the season when the Sparrows and the Umbrellas clash a little bit. But that's actually one thing that he steps away from this year, which is a new Luther.
Yeah. And whenever there's any action stuff going on, Klauss is usually sleeping in his trailer or at home.
Luther represents the soft side of the show because he brings in the romantic aspect when everybody else is such a still mystery. Do you see that in that way?
Yeah, I think other people have had those kind of storylines in the show for sure, but this season, yeah, I think that is a softer side of the storyline, and that's a new thing for me as an actor to play that sort of part of the show. Usually I'm thrown into the action side of it or the grumpy emotional side in that sense, but it's this was a new thing for me. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing some weird romantic lead in this one, which is very odd for me.
I'm looking forward to seeing season 4 because we want the show to continue. I think it's growing as each season goes on. So thanks again for talking to me. Wherever you guys are at, stay safe.
Cheers. Where are you?
I am right now in Miami.
Oh,
Miami. Oh, nice.
Miami, nice one. We're in Los Angeles.
I'm normally in New York.
Right. Nice one.
We make it work. Take care, guys.
Cheers, Wilson. All the best.
Wilson. Take care, bud.